Dad what Dad watches adult videos while 2-year-old bakes to death in hot car. As much as this is gonna sound like a joke, but it's not, bro. Gooning is taking innocent lives away, bro.
911, please. My baby was in the car. She's not responsive.
The AC was on.
She's dead. We have nothing.
We'll be alright. So we can't let you do that right now.
You can stay in the room if you want, but I'm not going to talk.
It's a scorching 109 degrees in Marana, Arizona on the late afternoon of July
And he still wants to shower just casually?
9th, 2024. A frantic 911 call sends first responders racing to the aid of a 2-year-old child, found unresponsive after her father left her to sleep in the family's car. As investigators try to piece together what may have happened, unsettling discrepancies begin to emerge, and shocking evidence raises a haunting question. Was this a heartbreaking mistake or a catastrophe waiting to happen? The suspect in question and all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
It's like baffling. I don't know. It's baffling that this happened.
Our lives have been literally perfect.
The panicked 911
Send him to jail for life, bro.
called Christopher Scholtes. As the dispatcher attempts to keep him calm, Marana County Police and first responders weave through the busy streets in a desperate race to get to the scene.
What are you reporting? She was in the car sleeping. She's unresponsive.
Okay. And who is she?
Please.
Who
My
is
daughter.
She? Is she still breathing?
No, she's not breathing right now.
Okay, we need to start CPR right now.
Yes, we are. We're starting CPR, yes. I'm so sorry.
Okay, is she breathing yet?
It was just like this. How long has it been? Half hour. It was, but it turned off.
They have started CPR. Mom is a doctor and is also performing CPR on the baby.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, my baby.
Deeper. Move on, give her breath.
Oh, baby.
I learned that at CPR it's like the beat is staying alive. It's like not even joking, bro, but that's how
To know how long she was exposed to the deadly heat.
Half hour, 45 minutes.
45 minutes, okay.
The car's been on.
She was left in the car after 45 minutes, but it was said it was on.
Was the air conditioning on?
Yes.
But I guess it turned off, right?
As the paramedics need space to work, Chris walks away from the desperate situation. The officers attempt to keep Chris calm as he experiences rapid shifts in his emotional state.
Chris.
Bro.
All we have is some work right now.
What's going on? Why are you with me?
Because we were first responders and we were on scene when they called us.
The AC was on.
Feel my worst nightmare. I have sciatica pain, so I can't be sitting down. Please, baby, please. Anything.
Despite their best efforts, the situation takes a dark turn.
I mean, I don't know if we should be there for sure or everything now.
Oh my goodness, bro. Imagine hearing this.
She's dead. Like, I need to be with her right now.
Oh, my God, I know. No. She's dead. We have nothing.
Sir, they're doing the best they can right now, okay?
Oh, my God.
Shortly after arriving at the hospital, 2-year-old Parker Scholtes was pronounced deceased, a devastating result of intense heat
R.I.P.,
stroke.
bro.
While waiting with officers inside the house, Chris's demeanor continues to alternate between panic
Is that a doll?
and
Or another child, bro? Take that child away, bro.
eerily calm.
Yo. This guy's a freak, bro. Just casually getting a cup of cold water. Oh, no.
Can we get you anything?
What?
Shit.
I can't believe this.
Where's the mom? Is he a single father? He's probably a single father, huh? No, never mind. I see a Lululemon.
She wants me to try and get her ride to the hospital.
Hey, we'll accommodate that for you, all right? We're just gonna need to get a statement from you about what happened, what's been going on. Obviously, I know this isn't easy for you. Okay, it's not easy for anyone around right now.
As the officer prepares to get Chris's version of events, a group of investigators outside try to piece together what little information they have from the child's mother. However, a disturbing observation made by one of the paramedics will leave them
don't tell me
questioning
he saw
if
the
there's
tab,
more to the
bro.
story than they've been led to believe.
Mom's an anesthesiologist, so mom was working. Mom arrived, asked where the daughter was. Dad came out here, brought the kid in, things like that.
Hey, Rick, I can't get on because, yeah, I just can't get on.
Mom
My
started
PlayStation is overheating.
working on the kid at that point. Dad said the kid had been in the car for 45 minutes. AC was running.
So this car wasn't running when you guys got.
No, the car was not running.
It sounds like he was aware because he said he left the baby in the car to sleep and let the car run.
No medics were talking about rigor in there already.
While
30
Parker's
minute
physical
goon
state upon
says-
the paramedics' arrival raises suspicions with the officers outside, Chris begins to explain his version of what happened.
My daughters were at Elevate with my friend next door. They got home about 2:45 or so. We've just been hanging out at home. She was sleeping in the car, and I had the car on. But it has a sensor where every 30 minutes or so it'll turn off if you haven't moved. I swore she was in the house playing with her sisters like she always does.
hell no.
I haven't been doing anything else really on the house. And like
What time?
Well, we never do this anywhere, but I'm home, right? Like you're home, you're safe, you're like your kids are home.
Right. I'm sorry this is all going on.
It's not the first time
we
you've done it
park
either,
in
bro.
the garage usually, but I just got a Peloton recently, and the Peloton is in the garage now, so that's why it's not even in the garage. But
And how long was she sleeping in the car? out
And
there?
he's making an
I
excuse.
want to say it was no more than 30, 45 minutes.
The chilling reality is that Parker remained in the driveway for far longer, a darker truth that will soon come to light with devastating implications. Meanwhile, as
Longer than
tensions simmer in the
45 minute
stifling heat
goon
outside,
session?
two officers take refuge in the
Sure.
shade and vent their mounting frustrations over the tragic situation.
No summer one. That's it. For 60 minutes and then but the AC is on. No, I would not miss.
Especially with this, it comes directly, the back seats directly in the sun.
Well, it was worse than that.
It's worse.
The whole car was in the sun.
Yeah, bro.
You see that one car right here, because when you started making it to the car, the long touched the hood was spiky hot.
Now taking a break from questions, Chris makes a startling move that leaves officers stunned. As they attempt to relay the gravity of the situation, his willingness to cooperate takes a sharp turn.
Just to let you know, I don't want to feel like we're intruding, but we're gonna have to stand by with you for a while. All right.
Is there a reason why?
So any death, we have to treat like a crime scene. I know this is extremely difficult for you. This is a normal process that we have to follow through with. I don't want you to be blindsided
hell
by
no.
anything, but
He's trying to wash
that's-
off the
that's what's
goon
gonna be
juice
going on
all
right
over.
now, okay?
So
Yo.
I'm being treated like a murderer?
No,
I just lost my baby.
not at all. I know that, and I know this isn't easy for you. That's why I'm trying to be straightforward and honest with you. Okay? I don't want to keep any secrets. I don't want to hide anything for you. Someone's gonna talk to you about what happened.
He was probably on his third
Alright.
nut. Disgusting freak, bro.
We will keep you updated with everything.
My whole family, my whole family is gonna be ruined.
Would it be all right? So we can't let you do that right now. We have to stand by with you. Okay? As soon as you can, we will let you
You
know.
can stay in the room if you want, but I'm gonna talk.
Oh yeah,
I know this isn't
he's
easy for
third,
you,
fourth,
but the
fifth nut
quicker we get
all
this
over
done
his
and finish
stomach.
up, the
This
sooner you can be
disgusting
with your
freak
wife.
of nature.
All right?
I'm
We
trying
need
to
to stand
rinse
by
off
with you.
so I can go to the
I know,
hospital
but
to be with my wife.
we're not going to shower or anything right now. You need to stand by with us.
I don't understand why.
Okay? Please.
I don't understand why.
I tried explaining that to you. We just need to stand by
I'm
with you.
standing by. Why can't I take
I
a
know.
shower while you stand by? What is?
It's not necessary right now. I'm not going to stand here and watch you shower.
After settling on
The fact that he lost his daughter and he's just arguing about a shower belt.
ages 5 and 9, have arrived with their grandmother and are waiting for him outside. As he passes by, a keen-eyed officer spots that Chris is holding something in his hands that detectives will need to collect as evidence.
He's got the shirt she was wearing. Are we going to need that?
Probably, yes.
Oh, I thought he had something else.
Okay.
Whoa.
Part of this means so we have to take her dress. We have to leave it here. Like he said, we're doing the investigation still. We have to have her dress. We can't let you take her dress.
Investigators decide to let Chris go ahead to the hospital, opting to speak to both him and his wife later that evening. The following recorded interviews
I thought he was gonna be
between them
holding
and
his
the detective
pocket.
detail their
His
version
pocket
of what
Uzi.
happened. But as you'll soon discover, shocking discrepancies and jaw-dropping evidence reveal a far more devastating series of events.
If you can walk me through the events, starting from obviously this morning and then to eventually you guys reaching out and calling 911.
Pretty normal morning. Girls woke up and one of their friends had asked them to, they wanted to go to Elevate with like their mom's friend. Their best friends live next door. Grandma was supposed to come get them. I think she showed up around like 10:30 or something. Took them to Elevate.
As the older daughters left for the trampoline park, Parker was supposedly left alone in Chris's care. He next explains that he went to a doctor's office and took Parker along with him, only to discover that it was closed.
So then we just basically turned around and came home. And I looked at the clock and I remember thinking like, oh, I gotta get home because the girls are gonna probably head back soon. So we got home and the girls weren't home yet, but baby was sleeping in the car. And so I had taken some stuff inside and I had came back out and the girls were there. They had just pulled up. And so they came inside and I checked on the baby. She was still sleeping. And then came back inside. And that's where I just kind of like, I don't know, thinking that she was playing with her sisters. I think that me coming home and thinking that, you know, the girls were going to be home. So I got to like come back in and out kind of thing.
You said the girls came home. Do you remember about what time that was?
I want to say it was like 2:30.
The next-door neighbor, whose kids went with Chris's older daughters earlier in the day, has a very different answer for what time the children came home.
And you said they got dropped off about what time?
Probably 1:30. I'm thinking like 1:15.
And then, do you remember what time you left to go to the clinic?
I don't.
Okay. You remember roughly about what time you got to the clinic and saw they were closed?
Probably about 2, thank you.
Security footage from nearby businesses and Chris's own neighborhood paint a shockingly different picture, as we'll soon uncover. The discrepancies between his account and what the cameras captured will be impossible for detectives to ignore, especially as an even more startling pattern of behavior begins to surface.
So the girls get home.
My bird is going crazy in the background.
Still sleeping and the car was still on.
Okay.
I think it's like every 30 minutes or something that like will turn off if you haven't moved the car.
I don't know. I think the lockout period for the car is like 20 minutes if I were to guess.
Is that something that's happened before that you've noticed with the car? Or?
I've noticed the car stopping before just because I was sitting in it one time and not like having the anything going on and it just turns off. So I know that it does that at some point.
Crime scene investigators performed a test to replicate this event on Chris's car, and while the exact time varied between each test, the vehicle turned itself off consistently around the 20-minute mark.
You're falling
1
asleep?
hour after the engine shut off, investigators recorded the temperature of the back seat where Parker was left sleeping. It was a sweltering 149
Yo.
degrees Fahrenheit.
And then you go inside. You guys are doing things as normal. Then what's next?
Girls were playing in their room on their iPads like they usually do. That's where I thought the baby was. Girl said hi, but the baby didn't come say hi to her, so that's when she was like, "Where's the baby?" I was like, "I don't know, I think she's sleeping." And my daughter started looking for her first, and the girl said that she was sleeping in the toy room, but when I got up and went in the toy room, she wasn't in there. And then we were like, And then I was just walking around the house, like checking the rooms and stuff, because I figured she was in one of the other rooms. I went out in the driveway and checked her car.
Already, Chris's timeline casts doubts as it places Parker in the driveway from before 2:30 p.m. up until the 911 call was placed, much longer than the 30 to 45 minutes he originally claimed. These discrepancies
for an
won't
hour,
escape
30
these seasoned
minutes?
detectives, but the truth they
Minimum.
uncover will be worse than they imagined.
And as far as letting sleep in the car, you've done that before with the
No.
kids and all?
No, not that I'm aware of.
And then, had you done anything like this before, where you just let her sleep in the car or anything like
No, that's normally, I mean, I have the girls with me usually, and the girls are always, good about like, "Dad, get the baby," like we'll walk to one side together.
that? I don't mean to be insensitive, but I have to ask these questions. Any issues at home? Any problems?
No, we have the perfect life. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, every day we're just in awe of just how much we love each other, how perfect our girls are.
Damn.
Just how full everything
And
is.
to find out he's gooning,
It's just,
like,
it's like baffling. I don't know. It's baffling that this happened.
While they both claim it's never happened before, security footage witnessed by police, along with more unsettling claims, will ultimately reveal the possibility of a disturbing pattern of behavior. On the morning of July 9th, the day of the incident, Chris allegedly pulled into a gas station at around 12:06 p.m. on his way to the doctor's office. He's seen entering by himself, and after buying 3 cans of beer, enters the bathroom. Only 1 can remained as he exited without paying around 12:10 p.m. Chris's
What a
vehicle was
fucking
next seen
thug.
arriving at the doctor's office at 12:12 p.m., hours before he originally claimed. His vehicle is then seen making a third stop at a Bosch's grocery store at 12:30 p.m. Cameras captured someone matching Chris's description entering the store at 12:40 p.m., once again alone. He's then seen returning to the vehicle at 12:47 p.m. At 12:47, neighborhood cameras captured Chris entering the neighborhood. The vehicle
This
was
guy-
captured pulling into the driveway at 12:53 p.m., where Parker was left asleep.
was I mudded, bruh? This guy left his daughter in the car in the Arizona heat in the summer while he was gooning to adult videos.
Until 4:16 p.m., when the 911 call was placed. Parker Scholtes remained in the driveway for more than 3 hours. The possibility that Parker was left unattended at each location may have been a shock to detectives, but to neighbors it was no surprise. After hearing troubling rumors circulating in their small neighborhood, investigators begin to question them and are shocked at the surprising allegations. Neighbors tell police that there have been multiple incidents in which the older girls were rumored to be found lost and wandering.
Hello? Don't tell me my mic was chopped. Wow.
During the neighborhood, while Chris was nowhere to be found. As well, a second neighbor came forward to say she'd been involved in a number of search parties for the girls over the years and claimed that while Chris was home, he would have no clue they even left the house. While Chris and his wife both adamantly denied regularly leaving their children alone, disturbing text messages surfaced between the two that seemed to contradict their claims. In this exchange, which took place just after Parker was taken to the hospital, the messages read, "I told you to stop leaving them in the car. How many times have I told you?" To which Chris replies, "I'm sorry. Detectives are coming for me. I'm going to prison. I killed our baby." Additionally, in the months leading up to Parker's untimely death, the mother accused Chris of driving under the influence with the girls in the car. As well, it appears that Chris admits to
send him
speeding
to
at nearly 140
life
miles
plus
per hour
300
with one
years.
of the children in the back seat. One burning question still remains: what Chris was doing while Parker was supposedly trapped in the scorching vehicle for over 3 hours.
between
No way he just
2:30
admitted it
and
straight up,
then
like
when
casually.
came home, what were you doing?
Working on laundry. The Office was on TV. Was drinking a Dr. Pepper. Done a little vacuuming on the stuff in the house. It was just like a lounge around the house day.
A search of Chris's phone may shed even more light on his
He
activities
didn't even delete
at the
his
time.
history.
Shockingly, around 2 p.m. while Parker slept in the hot car, Chris may have been browsing for
Men's clothing, Nordstrom. Thick wife. I let May wife. Wow.
men's clothing and searching for adult videos, raising chilling questions about his priorities and state of mind. With enough probable cause to make an arrest, police once again returned to the home on July 12th, just 3 days after Parker's tragic death.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right. You have Chris come out to us for these.
Chris?
Oh, they're gonna send his ass. Oh yeah, get his ass.
So, based off of our investigation at this point, right, we have determined that there's probable cause to go ahead and charge you for what happened.
Let's come out
I
here,
fell down to my knees when the law came.
Christopher.
No.
It's okay.
No.
Okay, so
No.
listen,
No.
listen. Okay, this doesn't change. This doesn't
Send his ass to jail, bro. I fell down to my knees when the law came. Yeah.
change what's going on.
Gooning while his daughter is in the Arizona summer inside the car. Send his ass to jail.
Okay, what happens at this point? It's simple. Okay, what happens at this point is you are going to be taken into custody, all right, and you will be booked. And then after you are booked, you have an initial appearance with the judge within the first 24 hours. Okay.
All
After
this,
the
he's not
first
listening.
24
He's not
hours,
listening to none of this.
Right, the judge will determine bond and things like that as far
Going
as
through
what
1 year, coming out
happens
the other.
next.
Bro.
At that point, the case goes to the courts. It'll be between you, it'll be between your attorneys, and it'll be between the county prosecutor. Okay. So, again, I can't change the consequences of what happened. All right. But what I'm going to ask of you. Okay.
Come on, Chris.
You made them lose their system, motherfucker.
No.
They're right there. They're right there. Let me put shoes on.
Can I just ask one thing, please?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you say bye to our kids?
Okay.
Please.
So listen to what I'm saying.
I'm not resisting.
I know.
Just please.
Just relax.
I
Just
need you to
relax,
listen.
Christopher.
I need you to listen.
Just
Okay.
relax.
We will
Just
get your
relax. Just relax.
The timing of the arrest doesn't sit well with Chris's wife and mother, who express their concerns as well as their harsh opinions about the officers themselves.
Just you guys two were trying to make this as little of a scene as possible, so I don't think we wait till after the funeral.
I don't want the kids to see Dad get hauled off.
Seriously.
That's going to be between you and the court.
Can I give him a kiss? Yeah. There you go.
Hey, man,
Chris, I'm gonna be here and I'll take care of
hey,
everything.
that wife is a
I love you.
real wife, bro. She's standing by him with everything.
Funeral is private.
Buy anything, buy everything, bro.
No heart. No heart at all.
As officers prepare for
And
transport,
she's blaming the cops.
they make one final consideration.
Real
given
wife,
the
but come on,
extreme
man.
temperatures.
Anything inside your pockets?
Leave his ass in the car.
Okay.
Shit.
Hey, Brooks, on the AC, look on the bottom, it says rear. Let's get the AC.
Turn that shit off, bro.
We'll do a second.
Hey, I know that shit hurt.
Christopher Scholtes
I know they
was
did that to
arrested
rub it
and
in his
booked into
face.
the Pima County Adult Detention Center. He's been indicted on charges of second-degree murder and child abuse related to the death of Parker Scholtes. While he was later released pre-trial services, the court had asked for a $1 million bond. During his second showing at the court in August 2024, Scholtes pleaded not guilty to the charges. The charges have now been escalated to first-degree murder and child abuse.
Yo.